sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no way. Anytime she goes away. I know, I know, I know, yeah. I know, I know, I know. 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 Said I wanna leave that girl alone, but there ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Lord, 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 ain't no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine.
In Jamaica, there's a different lifestyle. It's a more sort of relaxed way of living, a more carefree way of living. Whereas in England, there's a lot of pressures, and the music in Jamaica tends to reflect the mood of the country, and maybe that's why it's been so successful, because it's reflecting a particular mood which British reggae isn't doing, because British reggae isn't coming under the same influences as the reggae being produced in Jamaica.
Well, the main difference is the obvious one. That English reggae, it's not a term that I like using, really, because it's whole reggae. But the main difference is that English reggae is played by musicians that live in England, and that is the only difference.
I mean, the very name reggae, I mean, it wasn't called reggae in the first place. It came from blue beat to ska, you know, ska and blue beat, the era, and then reggae, because it was a dance originally. And the DJs thought that's a nice name, and they kept saying reggae music on the air all the time. Reggae music, the DJs on the radio. So everyone kept on saying reggae music. They classed it as reggae. Reggae. You know? Originally reggae was a dance. You know?
should fight is not a wish that we should fight. Is not a wish that we should fight. Is not a wish that we should fight, 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 fight.
BBC, which is the national radio, has developed an attitude whereby they just won't touch reggae. Like they just refuse to play it. The only time they play it is when it's in the chart. You know, like it accidentally gets in the charts and they play it. You know, but general promotion, like what they do with other music, like they get a new release and they just automatically play it. They don't do that with reggae.
Why not?
It comes right back to what reggae music is dealing with, I think. You see, the truth, certain truth, they don't want to be known. I mean, the establishment, right? Because we've got, it's much higher than a couple of people just making decisions on what records to play. The content of the music has got a lot to do with it. Now, there's a lot of things that the system that set up the BBC don't want to be known.
Do you think it's a kind of racism?
Yeah, well, obviously it comes down to that too. You know, but I wouldn't really say it's out and out racism, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
But that has got something to do with it, yes. You've got like a set of men then who control the whole thing, right? And their aim in controlling the whole thing is to keep the masses down. Right now, reggae music is dealing with the freedom of the masses, not only black people, dealing with all people. So those views, they don't want to be known.
What's going on really is exploitation, you know, because you have a whole lot of singers, even like myself, who have been around a long time and who have done many good recording, and yet still, they're still suffering, you know. It's like it's only one person who the world really see as someone who is dealing with reggae. But there's a lot more good people who have been stifled, who have been boycotted and bootleg, you know?
It's a great pity because the reggae record does not get, I might as well use this word, any airplay from British radio or any radio. The reggae records that get played from our own disco, which we call Sound System. Sound System has done miracles for reggae music.
We got these called dubs, acetates, right? Some people sell them up to £30, £25. We get, sometimes we get 4, you know, 2 on each side. All different versions, you know.
Like whom are they made for?
From DJs, sound systems.
Well, sound system is a expensive hobby. That's the first thing that anyone who wants to know. And sound system is also an entertainment thing that white folks call mobile discotheque, right? In sense, whereas the black people, sound system was originated in Jamaica, and we take all that we saw in Jamaica and brought it to England, the idea to England, and we built it up and we decided to work from there, you understand? Also, sound system is a very good thing for England because it teaches black and white to mix, you understand? I mean, we, as sound system men, we play for the poorer class people who can't afford to pay big monies in club to go to high clubs. most big posh clubs in England don't allow sound system in, you understand? Because they reckon that they always feel that sound system is a thing that mixed with drugs and, you understand? And they don't want the thing in this, too much noise, and they can't see the good of what sound system is really doing for the country and the people. Because locally, there is nowhere that the people mix in England, like in the sound system dances. A tremendous amount of black and white. We preach peace and love and unity and understanding, you understand?
Singing say the coxswain, him a the A1 sound in a London town. Ain't no come around, yeah. Whoop. When I show that one to your chest, maybe you can digest. Show it to me, man.
The best thing in life is must be,
I should have said that coxswain sound. A1 sound in the world, I would say. From Jamaica way, to Germany down to Canada, coxswain sound rule the universe. Sound come first, kinda quench your musical thirst. I say you tune in to the king, you know. Keep rocking and swing. J that the control to rock up your soul. I make the good time roll. Right there, y'all. Play the sound star. Ethiopian kings, you know.
King David, he was a black man. King Solomon, he was a black man. King Moses, he was a black man. From Africa, yeah.
Man, I see now with a white man, or with a black man. I just start to make it soon. I just start to. You can never refuse it. Coxswain stuff. Ain't no bluff, you know. Chris night crackers. Man, I say we Chris night crackers. I the original rocker. I say good morning, teacher. A long time we read up the scripture. Singing said a long time we read ya. Man, you hear me? I say we smoke up the collie down the alley. Singing say we smoke up the collie down the alley. And we not deal with folly. I know the king of kings and the lord of lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of God, ever living God, earth rightful ruler. Yeah! Rastafari, live it and reign it in the hearts of every man. Then the song is
simple, innit? Just control it. Just switch up your set, put your record on, and you fire away. Reggae music, best by any test, you know?
musical influences we're the youngest reggae group out with the most unusual name.
No, well, our influences are Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs, Junior Delgado, Slider Bar. Well, professionals, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
those
know?
well, those are influences so far.
What does reggae music mean to you?
Well,
Reggae music. Reggae music mean. Reggae music mean Rastafari, herb, right? And Rastafari, herb. Where's the third one? And the reggae music itself. It's like God the Father and the Son. So reggae music, herb, right, and Rastafari, that's what it means.
Can you tell me more about Rastafari and herb?
What I say? Rastafari itself is a spiritual thing. Rastafari means God. And the music itself, reggae music, a penetrate and a deliver the message, right? It's spiritual. Most of the things where reggae deal with come from out of the Bible. See it? So, if you link it still, the herb is for your meditation. And when you are medi, you can see wide, on a wider scope. And true, you can see wide, you can see God. And true, you can see God. The only way of getting to God is to put it through to the music. And it's come through reggae music.
The words of our songs are usually, they usually come by inspiration. You know, it's a spiritual thing. It's a guiding force that I think gives us the words maybe a bit strong. Most people would like to say the power because people don't like to say God. They look at God as an image. But I think it's a spiritual thing and it comes by inspiration. We deal with love and unity and spiritual awareness at the same time. People getting to know themselves and living together. And we also deal with truths and rights. What is right?
all wicked men on earth, won't you take warning? For what I and I say, for I say you can rock, but don't you fall on I. Yes, you can rock, but don't you fall on I. Say rock over Sarah, but don't fall on I. Rock over Sarah, but don't fall on I. Oh rock, oh rock, oh rock, oh rock, oh rock. Don't you fall. Shouldn't do that, no. Rock over Sarah, but don't fall on I. Rock over Sarah, but don't fall on I. Should never do that. Now don't you fall on I. Hear me say, alright.
It's like the punks them now, they're rebelling against the type of music. They want to hear new things, you know?
Yes, you see, can I just say, any time, right, there's a depression in England, right? Depression period. The youths always turn to reggae music, right? Because they feel the pressures, right? And they can identify with someone else who's feeling the pressures. The music are always singing about the pressures, you know? Not always, but I mean, they sing about love, you know? But it's just natural, things that are happening. And that's reggae music is so realistic.
Right now we hear about a lot of doctrine. Whole heap of them. And we're going to change the vibration. I know. Chihuahua, 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 look here. I can't take no more diverse doctrine. So now, yeah. I can't take no more diverse doctrine. The one they say them a diplomat. The one they say them aristocrat. The one they born like an acrobat, yeah. I can't take no more diverse doctrine. Somebody, I'll say this. I can't take no more diverse doctrine. Look here. He that know it not, love it not for I. Somebody. Cause Jah is love and Jah so high. World leaders, they are fighting for me, and they don't know they are drifting. Everybody ever say this. The one they say them a diplomat, the one they say them aristocrat, the one they born like an acrobat. I can't take no more diverse doctrine. Somebody say I can't take no more diverse doctrine. So Chihuahua, 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 Chihuahua.
Rastafari, well, Rastafari is more than a religion. You know, it's a way of life.
And one don't have to locks them here to say Rastafari. But when you have on a dread on your head, you see your dread now is your true identity. As I said before, you don't have to locks your ear to say Rastafari because it's your art. But your dreadlocks is a true identity.
a lot of people don't like the dreadlocks because them feel shame when them say certain people say all them dreadlocks. But this is what really this dreadlocks are. This is what going free black people, and this is what going keep black people together. Because Rastaman deal with peace, love, and unity, and also repatriation. Because we are from somewhere. I originate from Africa, not England or America or Canada. Most of our children was born in America, Canada, and stuff like that. But no, I originate from Africa.
I'm not really Rastafari, but I got respect for it because it's sort of it deals with black awareness as well, and it makes me want to know my past history, so I can build my future.
I really, it's one thing I like to see really, the black youth or the black people in this country, not only in this country, but throughout the whole of Europe and throughout the whole of Babylon, as we call it, come together and to know that there's a destination. Africa is our destination. That's what we are waiting for. We're going because that's where we originate from, And I like to see the brothers and sisters come together as one and start with peace and love instead of fussing and fighting every day amongst themselves. You know I'm kind of way there.
I feel that a black man or me is like a man of the world. That means everywhere is supposed to belong to me, and it's supposed to belong to everybody as well, because God was the man who controlled everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Germany belonged to me as well.
That's fun.
Walking along, just kicking stones. My mind in my own business. I come face to face with my foe, disguised in violence from head to toe. All and I bought, and now let me go now. To let me go was not their intention. One nigga, the less, the better, the show. That drum black skin and take your low. The Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan. Here to stop our black man, yeah. I says the Ku Klux Klan. Hey. Taught a lesson not to walk alone. I was waiting for the good Samaritan, but waiting was hopeless. It was all in vain. The Ku Klux Klan back again. All and die ball. Ku Klux Klan. Now let me go now. Ku Klux Klan. Oh no, one nigga, the less, the better, the show. Stand, jump, black skin and take your roll. The Ku Klux Klan. I says the Ku Klux Klan. Brave French can make this country remain the same. Yeah, no. Black man, who wants to declare they would do to you? In this case, hate thy neighbor. Those cowards only kill who they fear. That's why they hide behind the hoods and cloaks they wear. All and die ball. Now let me go now. Oh no, oh no, the Ku Klux Klan. This time all black man, yeah. Brave French killing man. Brave, this country remain the
Clan single what we put out a few months back. You know, when the clan actually came to Britain as well. And many people sort of thought that we put the single out just to react to the clan's arrival in Britain. But the song was actually written a year before they came. You know what I mean? So it didn't get much airplay because of the subject matter. You know, they couldn't have banned it because when you ban records, well, in England, it sort of gets more publicity and more sales. So they just didn't play it as often as they should.
They ignored it.
They ignored it.
What are the songs dealing with, the most of your songs?
Well, what it was just dealing with, just a black man's personal feeling towards the clan, like saying how we can just be just walking down the road doing nothing and suddenly just gets attacked like that. That's what it was dealing with, and the conclusion it came to in the song that, well, we cannot really put up with any more of this sort of thing. And we just sort of should fight back.
Your first album is titled Handsworth Revolution. Can you please tell me something about Handsworth and living there?
Well, it's one of the places that papers and people outside Handsworth regard as being a big ghetto, right? They regard it as a place where you can't walk down the street after dark, and there's loads of youths out of work, and they don't want to work anyway. And in general, it's a bad place. You know, if you go somewhere and they know about Handsworth, they regard it as a bad place, somewhere you drive through rather than stop. But we all live there, right? And we know a completely different story than the story that's put out. And that's one of the reasons why we've titled the LP Handsworth Revolution, because we reckon something should start there. It's not what people are making it out to be. And people are not, you know, they don't avoid work. The way the papers print, they avoid work, they don't want to know, and they're not all troublemakers. And if they are, there's a reason for it all, you know, but the reason's never said. So that's what we're on about, basically.
What do you think is the reason?
The reason?
Yes.
The reason is the whole system. It goes all back. I mean, it's like you got a guy who leaves school, right? To begin with, they teach him all bullshit at school. What a nonsense, right? He leaves school, and then he goes and looks for a job, right? He goes to countless amount of interviews. He doesn't get a job. So at the end of the day, he's fed up, right? They stick him on the dole. He can't get a job because they don't really want him to work, right? And he's on the dole, and after being on the dole for a while, they cut him off, right? And in this place, you can't live without money, so he's got to get money from somewhere. And then they blame him if he was to go and pinch or steal from someone, when he's got no obvious alternative. one of the things that very important that is when you're being introduced to reggae, not to expect anything. You know, go there with a completely blank mind, and then the things will come out to you, rather than treat it the way you treat general pop music or whatever. And you got to bear in mind that in the background of most, if not all reggae, it stems from suffering, and there's somebody crying out in this record or whatever.
And if you can't understand the lyrics, watch the aggression in the person's face, the expression, and how he feels towards what's going on. And then you'll have a rough idea what's happening.
Yeah.
And what he's saying.
You got to always seek into where this person's coming from and what he's done in the past. And you get a better picture of what it is he's saying or singing about. A better picture about reggae, because reggae is suffering, basically.
And it's truth as well. Reggae is strictly truth.
Yeah. No politics in reggae.
It's either that or 2 million politicians in Jamaica. And I don't think there's 2 million politicians in Jamaica. You know?
I know it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see, I beg, stole, and I borrow. Yeah. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Why in the world would anybody wanna put chains on me? I'm paying my dues to make it. Everybody wants to be what they want it to be. And I'm not happy when I try to fake it. No, that's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I want to get high, so high. I want to be free to know the things I do are right. I want to be free, just me. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.